Island Groovers, how is everybody doing? What a guan. What a guan. It's been a long, long, long time. I know. But I thank you so much for your patience, your kind patience. I want to also start off by saying thanking you for your support, your patronage, your support through all these years. I've been doing Island Groove for over 25 years. And I just want to thank you whether you've come to my class one time, two times, a few times, or endless times, right? Thank you so much to every single one of you, even to all the people that I have collaborated with, that be DJs, musicians, drummers, other amazing, fabulous dance instructors like Betty Rocks, Nina Flag. I see you. Thank you guys, truly, from the bottom of my heart. So, with that said, it's been a 3-year hiatus. I came off social media around September 2020, right in the heat of the pandemic, and it's now September 2024. And I didn't just keep a long hiatus just to keep a long hiatus. And I want to be very, very transparent and honest with you guys leading up to my announcement, so you can see and understand everything clearly, because I believe you deserve that after providing me and granting me so much kind patience, right? Which I really appreciate. So, with that said, September 2020, I got off social media because something was tugging at my heartstring to get off. And anybody that know me know that although I didn't proclaim to be a religious person, I've always been a spiritual person, right? And so I felt the need, something was telling me that I need to get off. And also too, I was very disturbed by a lot of stuff that was going on in our world. A lot of the injustices, you know, um, the racism, um, just the enmity that seemed to exist between male and female, the decline of the nuclear family, um, just so many things. I really wanted to understand pe- people, all these peoples of the world. What is the core? What's the actual root, right, of where we all came from? Because with everything, no matter what it is, right, and this is coming from somebody who loves history and who's majored in history, no matter what it is, there is an ultimate core of everything, right? Whether you want to believe it or not. And so I had all these questions, and I'm just being honest with you all. I had all these questions, socioeconomic, geopolitical, you name it. I had so many questions, and I was just tired of listening to the narrative of man, others, the news. And something told me, Shanara, take up your Bible. Last time I read my Bible was a teenager, when my mom literally forced me to read the Bible. And something told me to just take up the Bible, and I took it up. I said, I'm just going to take my time, and I'm just going to read this. I'm going to see if I can find the answers to my questions here. And let me tell you, every single one of my question was answered to the T. It was like a veil was removed from my eyes. It was like, in that song they say, blind but now I see. That's just not words. Every one of that, single one of those words truly was my experience. It was like blindness was removed from my eyes, scale was lifted off my eyes, and I saw everything clearly. I knew the answer to every question. I knew exactly why the world is in the state it is today. I knew why all the conflicts exist. I knew exactly who I had a better and clearer understanding of my identity. When I say everything, everything was answered. And with that enlightenment came conviction in my spirit, because now that I was able to see, my whole perspective shifted on everything, and it was like I was stripped down by my creator and stripped naked, and was forced to look at myself and who I was compared to who he expected me to be, right? And I felt very ashamed. I'm just going to be really honest. I felt ashamed of a lot of stuff that I did. I felt ashamed of, just to keep it within the Island Groove context, I felt very ashamed of how I hypersexualized my class, of how I chose to focus on, the wild factor, you know, the wildest class around, and everything was always for me about how wilder can we get, how wilder can we get. And I would pull out the most wildest thing that, you know, and use the excuse that this is our culture, this is carnival, which it is. That's what happens. And I would push that, and I would push that on you, the students, and, you know, make that the whole core of my workout. And at the time then, I thought that was the coolest, and yeah, I thought I was fly, and I was like, hey. But with that spiritual enlightenment, I saw nothing but shame for me. I was very ashamed. Just want to be truly honest with you guys. I felt really ashamed about that, about the direction I took. And, you know, I know people probably out there going, no, you shouldn't feel that. But I'm just letting you know this was just what happened to me. This was what happened to me. Immediately felt that conviction. And cut a long story short, right there I just knew that I had to change. Without anybody telling me anything, it was just literally just an encounter that I had with my creator, with the Most High God, and that conviction was heavy on me, that I had to change and I had to make some changes, because once my eyes opened, I realized that I wanted to I realized who I really wanted to, moving forward, I really wanted to follow, and I truly wanted to be a Christ follower. And I didn't want to be on the side of because one thing the Bible opened my eyes to was there are two masters in this world. You're either going to serve the Most High God, or you're going to serve man. And a lot of all the stuff I was doing, of course, was to please man, to please everyone else. Some of it was good, some of it not so good, according to the Most High. And so I just felt that conviction in my spirit, and I realized that I definitely wanted to change. I had to change, and so I decided, I felt like, okay, I have to rebrand Island Groove. You know, I don't want it to be about this revelry. I don't want to hypersexualize my class anymore. Yes, I still love fitness. I still have that passion for fitness. I still have that passion for giving a kick butt, high energy, fun workout. That has not left. I still want people to come together and be united, you know, in the spirit of a good workout. But I just did not want to do it that way anymore. And so that was very heavy on my heart. I felt convicted about that. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. And so the reason for it taking so long is that I really wanted to be patient and to truly listen to what the Most High is telling me or directing me. And so I know I had to be patient because things are not going to come to me right away. And so I had to just do the work, working on myself, right? And in getting closer and closer to Him, then I realized I thought that it was just a matter of me rebranding Island Groove. And I was literally, I thought that was going to be my shift. But then it came to me just recently. And it was very clear and it was very, as a matter of fact, and definitive that I just need to say goodbye to Island Groove, you know, um, because it's synonymous. It's really just synonymous with the wildest and most fun dance workout around. It's synonymous with the carnival revelry, you know, and just letting loose and bringing that jumpy out and all that. And, you know, so it has its own story. It has its own color. Lots of color. But it was time for me to close a chapter. You know, I just decided that it's just time to close a chapter on that story of my life. And based on where I want to go now, where my focus is, which everything is now around pleasing the Most High God, my Creator, and getting closer and closer with Him with each passing day. And it matters to me more than what anybody thinks, it matters to me what He thinks. And everything that I do, every gift that He has blessed me with, through dance, through poetry, through through you know, all the gifts that He has blessed me with, you know, I want to really truly do it to His honor and His glory. I don't want it to be about me anymore. This is bigger than me now, and I realized in studying the Bible and reading it, all the books, even the ones that were taken out, and getting a full understanding of everything, I realized that this Island Groove wasn't my purpose. I thought it was my calling. I thought it was my purpose. It was definitely an integral part of my journey and the person I am today. And I don't take anything in terms of my whole experience and my whole time on this earth. Anybody who has known me, I've always called myself an eternal student of life. So I've always had a very deep spiritual side. And anybody who really know me know I've always felt like I don't really belong here. it feels it sounds weird, but I always feel like I always thought I was, for some reason I always thought like I was different, you know, I was ethereal or something, you know. But be that as it may, let's leave that one side. Just trying to just share with you that I've just always been on that kind of spiritual mind tip. Um, so the Most High just brought me back to center, and I'm very grateful. I'm just very grateful to see clearly now. And for me personally, I'm just he he called me out. Yeah, the Most High God, He called me out. And I'm not afraid to take accountability. I'm not afraid because when I reflect and I look back, I was like, ooh, girl, ooh, girl, ooh, girl. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So, and I felt really ashamed, you know, I did. And, but I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everyone that have supported me along the way on that aspect of my journey with Island Groove. But I've decided to close the chapter. So this is kind of like my swan song for Island Groove. Um, I've met some amazing, some of the most beautiful people um, in the world through Island Groove. I've become some of these people I've had friendships with, and that will never ever be forgotten, because all of that is a part of my growth. Nothing is coincidental in life. Nobody that you meet, anything that happens, it's all towards your development. So I thank you all for your support and for your love and your for coming to my classes. And you know I apologize for all the I apologize for all that revelry and all the I know some people were uncomfortable with some of the things I would bring out and I would make you do. I know it. But you guys did it, but I could tell that some people was uncomfortable, and I reflect on that and I feel so bad, because I felt like I pushed it down and I justified it with, oh, you got you hey, but I just whatever you got out of it that was positive, whether it be a better um, a better or more positive body image, losing weight, you know, uplifting your mind, making you smile, you know, um, I'm grateful if it elevated you in a positive way. And I just truly thank you for your support. But this is the end for me with Island Groove. However, with that said, um, I now have my certification as a nutritional coach, and I am now studying to be getting my certification as a life coach. And as I said before, my passion in fitness has not changed. My passion for a good, fun, high energy workout has not changed. It's just simply the shift and direction has changed. So, with that said, I have now channeled my whole fitness drive to a direction where I want to not just help people live towards a healthier and happier self by sharing, you know, great nutritional tips and wellness tips towards living a more holistic and high vibrational life, towards your best self, um, and also sharing great fun workout classes, right? I'm still going to do that. It's just that the shift is not going to it's not going to be focused on the whole revelry and carnival and getting on bad and backing up on jumping up on some man and you know what I'm saying. That's not my focus um, anymore, right? um, Naturally, as I focus more on the Most High and building my relationship with Him, those things just naturally dwindled and just fall by the wayside, right? Um, I'm not saying I don't listen to one or two soak and stuff, but I'm very conscious because I know that that music, listen, a lot of those songs will make you want to get on very rude, and before you know it, you know. So I'm very careful of the things I listen to now. I'm really very conscious of, my music selection if I'm going to teach a class and stuff like that. Yeah. So my new direction, um, I have a fitness channel called Chin Up. You know how they say keep your chin up, keep it positive. It's called Chin Up Wellness and Movement Therapy. And you can follow that on YouTube. And, if you want to still continue enjoying um, good, fun workouts taught by myself, just subscribe to that channel. I eventually would like to have a Patreon channel where I will exclusively do all like my dance workouts and stuff like that. But you'll hear more about that. Everything that I do will be through the YouTube channel, Chin Up Wellness and Movement Therapy. So I definitely encourage you, if you're um, willing and would like to, you don't have to, because my new direction that I'm going to may not be something that interests you. And that's okay. That's absolutely fine. There's a lot of classes out there that will that that is doing what I did, that will be able to totally, I believe, satisfy your your um your fitness pleasures, if that's what you want in terms of the carnival and the revelry and all that stuff. Okay. um, but if you're looking for just good fun workout, um, that will still be high energy fun, great music, and looking at the same time to get great wellness tips, healthy nutritional tips towards a more organic lifestyle, or what I call high vibrational living. um, Definitely please feel free to subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, Chin Up Wellness and Movement um, Dance Therapy. Okay? All right. So I want to thank you so much. Again, as always, I thank you so much for your great and wonderful support. And I just urge you and encourage you to continue striving to live your best lives, and to aspire to finding true peace and happiness within. Okay? Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Thanks for engaging. And much, much, much love.